Welcome to another video of Daily Gym. One of the most difficult things I've had to do in my career has been to let people go. I was about 2 years into working at my first startup, and we were going through a tough financial time, so we had to let go of about 1/3 of our people. In a 1-week span, I sat down with every individual in the company on a one-on-one, and I informed them of the situation as well as letting them know whether they were able to stay with us or if we had to let them go. It was tough, not just on a professional, but also on a personal level, as I had become friends with almost everybody in the office. Looking back, though, it was a tough experience, but it was one of my greatest learning experiences, and it's really shaped me as a person as well as a professional, and many of the values I took away from then are still things I hold dear to my heart right now. One of the major things I took away from there was about being open and transparent within an organization. Up to then, I was very open and transparent with my superiors because I was always thinking about improving the company. With colleagues, I shared a lot of things as well, but then people below me, I tried to create the most optimal circumstances for them to thrive in by creating a positive vibe and keeping a lot of negative information away from them so that they wouldn't be impacted emotionally in a negative way. Over time, as I started reflecting on that experience, though, I started thinking that positive and negative news, I should let as many people in the organization around me, superiors, subordinates, as well as people around me, know as much as possible, and they can make up their own mind and their own decisions on how they want to handle the situation. From a company's point of view, I think there are a lot of merits about being open and transparent as well. Of course, as a manager, it builds trust with the people because people start thinking that you're not holding anything back from them, which from their side opens up a lot of information as well towards you. So you start being better informed and able to make better informed decisions. But when I think about a cultural fit with the company and knowing whether we should let a person go or keep them, being transparent with positive and negative news can be a boon as well. If we're giving negative information to people that are subordinates, think about it this way. At that point, you will start to be able to tell whether they are a good fit for the culture or not. Because if a person starts viewing a negative situation as a moment to challenge themselves, as a moment for the company to develop and grow, as a moment for themselves to learn some new skills or develop, isn't that the kind of spirit that you want? But compare that to somebody who takes it very negatively, who starts worrying whether he or she will be out of a job, whether he or she should be looking for something else. And it takes away some of their focus and energy that they could be spending on working towards the company's goals. These kind of personalities, not just for the company's sake, but also for their sake, it might be better to sit down with them and decide together that it's better for them to move somewhere else. That brings me to a second point, is that by being open and transparent with people, I also feel that giving feedback and criticism and deciding really harshly or quickly on which people should you keep in your life privately, but as a company who should stick with you professionally, the faster you can say it, the better it is for everybody. Many times we think we can change a person by giving them feedback over time, and that over time they will develop and change and start really fitting into the culture. But oftentimes you will notice that it doesn't really work that way, and that changing a person is very tough and very difficult. So by giving them information quickly, we're not just protecting them, but we're doing them a service. That's something that I really started feeling after many years of reflecting on that situation, and it's something that I've incorporated into my life to almost an extreme degree. I hope there's something in this video that you can take away and implement in your own life. Let me know if you've gone through a similar experience and reached a different conclusion, because I'd like to know what other people think. That's all for today. I'll be back with another video tomorrow, and have a nice day, everyone.